But first of all, before I start my story, well, I have to give you my excuse. I thought the party was next week, so I just wrote this afternoon, so.
You still got here quicker than I did.
Yeah, I know, that's amazing. Anyways, before I start my story, I should tell you a little bit about my Grandma Schultz. She is 100% or was 100% gypsy, which I didn't find out till I was 40 years old because it was kept a family secret. I don't know why, but
That changes over time.
and it kind of explains why for years I used to take these trips in my car. I'd pack a cooler with fruit and vegetables and soda, and I'd take off for the northern parts of Wisconsin and just drive and drive and drive. And I guess it was because I have some gypsy blood in me. Found out later that my father did the same thing, never told anybody. And Grandma met my grandpa, who was 100% German, at the fair, and they married. And they opened a tavern across from Lake Winnebago, and it became a truck stop where truckers used to stop for hot beef sandwiches and chili and juicy dill pickles. And they were happy for a long time, and then Grandpa died and left Grandma with 3 children to raise and the tavern to run. And this was during the Depression years, and because of her gypsy heritage, she was quite a survivor. And she ended up lending money to the farmers for 1% less than the banks. Didn't bug them about paying her back. But eventually they all did, and she became quite wealthy. She also became the matriarch of the community and remained the matriarch of our family. And in 1966, I was married to Helmut, and we had 4 children. One of them was a baby. And I... Why is that funny?
Weren't all their babies?
Weren't they all babies at one time?
Yeah, well, one was a new baby.
A new baby.
And
Opposed to old babies. Right.
I was wrapping presents, and I had bought in Grandma some kitchen towels because hers were kind of ragged and kind of faded. And I wrapped them in a box and wrapped them in silver wrapping paper with a big red bow on top. And Christmas morning, the kids all opened their presents, and Helmut handed me my present, which was a box wrapped in silver paper with a big bow. And I opened it up, and there were Grandma's dish towels. And I looked at it, and I looked at Helmut, and he said, "Oh my God, your grandma's got my present." I said, "Okay, Helmut, what did you buy me?" He said, "I bought you a lacy black nightie with bikini panties." Well, I didn't know this, but Grandma had been celebrating Christmas, and she fell down some steps and ended up in the hospital. So she was celebrating Christmas in the hospital with all her kids standing around her bed.
How was she dressed?
And when she opened my present, she said, "Oh, this is just what I always wanted." And she took the bikini panties out and put them on her head. And everybody laughed. They had a great time laughing about the bikini pants. And the next day, Grandma died. But I was grateful that she had one last big laugh, and that the laughter had been a gift to her children. And it made me think about how precious the gift of laughter really is. It uplifts our spirits. It makes our problems tolerable. And I'm very grateful that we have Love of Laughter, where we can exercise our humorous muscle and I'm thankful for Tom founding this. Great.